that take us to the first order of business?
We have two GML 239 referrals for us today. Both are from the town of Fort Anne. And the first project under the town of Fort Anne Planning Board consideration for site plan approval is for Tyler Ennis, Premier Buildings of the Adirondacks, 10270 New York State Route 149, tax ID 110.1-52. And the purpose of the GML review is because the project is within 500 feet of State Route 149. Proposed project is the retail of portable storage buildings. These are in-transit buildings and they'll be placed on the property for inventory and display. There's an anticipation of 5 to 10 customers a day, 8 to 4 Monday through Friday, 5 parking spaces. And they will, the display inventory buildings will occupy 500 square feet of the property. And there's a sketch plan that I've attached to the referral for placement and dimension information. And also we saw the APA, the project has already gone to the APA Adirondack Planning Agency, and we looked at it, the June planning agency meeting, and at the moment we now have received a conditional permit approval from them. So, and there's more information about the project in that, so I put them together. Sort of saving the notice for them.
I mean, so the reason why they're here is because it falls within 500 feet of State Route 149. I don't feel like this is going, is there 2 locations for in out on the property?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't feel like, 5 to 10 customers a day is going to be an extremely hard backup on that portion of 149.
But you when you're having more than that, and it's just.
Or the sideline, it's really nice, interesting. Is it someplace you can
It's
see?
good, yeah, it's a good sideline.
What kind of building?
Your backyard storage buildings, like you put lawnmowers or, stuff like that, 4-wheelers, lawnmowers,
So like
your
a
wood and storage buildings.
shed appearance?
Yes, I've got a shop in St. John's, built Amish that built it for me.
Okay.
You worried about Connex type of buildings, things like that?
I'm just
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not pretty bad, they're really nice looking buildings.
I'd make a motion that this is another local consent.
Yes, agreed. Second. Favor, second thing, aye?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Carries. Excellent. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. Well, yeah, good luck.
I'll give
Be
you
in touch, reach out if you need anything else,
I
okay?
appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.
Just take a second to use. Here's that.
Right. That's what, I'm glad you asked the question because I was kind of thinking, but I didn't think that's what it was, but I was, you never know.
The second project is under the town of Fort Anne Planning Board consideration for site plan approval. The applicant is Kevin O'Brien. The company is 349 Cleverdale LLC. Address 10915 New York State Route 149, tax ID 111-1-16.10. And this is what was previously known as Harris Airfield. Is it still called?
Oh, yeah. It's airport.
And the project is to allow the projection of movies open to the public on the side of a hangar. And the purpose of GML review is 500 feet of State Route 149 and the boundary of a farm operation in Ag District 1. And the proposed project is to improve existing airport to accommodate an outdoor movie night, June, July, and August, 7:30 p.m., 10 p.m. for a maximum of 80 vehicles, 1 vehicle every 10 feet. Airport staff will be available to direct cars to park and exiting. There'll be a porta potty on the site and movie will project, as I said, on the existing airport hangar. The EAF notes hours of operation Monday through Friday and Saturday. I wasn't entirely clear, will the movies be running, they'll be running once a week or they'll every day of the week?
No, it's just a community event where hopefully I can do maybe 2 a month.
Very cool. Yeah.
The project, just as a note, is 1.5 mile from Bluetown, which is open for 4 weeks in October. And then the county waste and recycling appears to own access roads, so it just came to mind to ask what kind of easement agreement is in place and are there limitations that could require an entrance egress from your state 149? Probably not, but it just asked.
Yeah.
So,
The scoop on that is actually a year ago yesterday is when I purchased the Harris Airfield from Bruce Maury, and had a fun little year trying to figure out what to do with that property and all kinds of stuff. But anyways, on that road, half of it is over on county on Ace Carding, the other half is needed to us, so it's right down the middle from Keith Harris State way back when. Basically, county waste in their deed has to take care of that. They put in the road. Sooner or later, I want to come back to the DPW folks because the story out here is that the road was built to town specs, and everything was done perfectly. And then at the very last moment, they were ready to bring in the shoulder stone. And Ace Carding Corporate just said, no, we don't need to do that. And we'll just, because otherwise it was gonna be turned over to the town. So sooner or later, as an insurance person, I want to turn that over to the town because I don't want that in place. So I'll have to talk to DPW to see how that.
Really wants to plow in the winter time.
Oh, I was gonna say, that's a town, you know, you'd be able to work on that with a town of. Trust me, that's an issue I'm dealing with in my town, so it's like, yeah. Every time you take over a stretch of a road, it becomes more, you know, more dollars, you know, so that we're not on 149 here. It's completely in town issue. But I think it's a really cool concept. I had a question in regards to, so it sounds like, you know, it's really great, going to be like a, you know, something to do, you know, in the summer for the locals, I guess.
Yeah, all community. Yeah, basically Washington County, whoever wants to come out, because again, 170 acres. You know, I'm a big nonprofit kind of guy, and basically just want to get out and continue to ask the folks at Fort Anne, you know, what can we do to bring more people out there and expose them, to aviation, because it can be aviation centric, but more importantly, just to get the community together.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I figure they'd do this and see what happens.
You gonna, will you have like food trucks on site for?
Yeah, well, I was gonna talk to Shannon. I want to see how the first 1 or 2 go.
Yeah.
I don't want to have her just go out there and just, you know, not get anything done.
Right.
It'll be fruit popcorn. I'll get my popcorn.
Awesome.
Shannon's a food truck for the Stop and Shop, which is a place just down there, whatever, 149, you've got a food truck now.
the big kahuna.
They could. Exactly. Everybody's seen that.
As you can tell, we're familiar with the area.
Well, everybody's familiar with 149 somehow or another. From an economic standpoint, we got to talk about figuring out how to get people, you know, put something out there that people can, again, stop from Vermont or stop from Albany, whatever. It drives an economic activity.
You know, Moose Hillock has done a great job to spur economic development out there. You know, the new stores that went in, and then the other gas station went up, and they're becoming more of like, you know, they're more grocery locations for the campers that are coming in. So it's really, and you see development happening on there. So I think,
Almost definitely continuing. And I'm thinking again, I totally forgot to someone told me this past weekend to make sure that we let Moose Hillock know that there's movies.
Right.
Totally forgot about that whole concept.
So what type of site improvements are you doing?
Basically, if you picture it again, so the film will be projected on the north side, right? So nobody from 149 can see it, right? And there'll be any fender benders, all that kind of good stuff. And basically, we've got to do some outdoor lights, some lighting for traffic pattern in and out. And again, 2 porta potties. That's really about it, just parking the cars. And again, people talking to may not do cars, may just have people park and bring a lawn chair, you know, it might be better for families. We'll have to test that just to see how that goes.
Okay, so nothing that'll impact the use as a airport.
No,
Yeah.
no, the airport will be closed. We'll put that on the website, so nobody, you know, comes in there.
And I'm not familiar with this or this type of airport, really. Is there any FAA review that needs to happen for different uses that,
I've not,
you know?
I've not run into it before, so we don't to research unless you happen to know.
Well, Friday morning, we had the FAA, or we had New York State DOT FAA people, and we mentioned that to them, and there wasn't any radar or anything going on there. Again, simply what we do is we put on the website that is closed from this hour. We could put, you know, a truck or car out there with its lights on, just, you know, on the east side of the runway, just to make sure they don't come that way.
I would defer
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
folks on that one.
Yeah, no,
Is the runway's not lit, is it?
no lights, no,
It's
no,
not,
no.
it's not a
So it
control
doesn't,
area.
you don't probably don't get much traffic at night.
No, just if nothing else, we'll get some helicopters in there.
So, also at night, there's a whole bunch of cars.
It's not a control.
So yeah, it's just a grass runway that, again, the whole idea is to get more aviation to come in there. A lot of people know about it, so. We'll hopefully have some ideas.
I could
There's
see,
still helicopter flights for tourism.
Yes, yeah, in fact, yeah, every Saturday, well, usually every Saturday and Sunday, Bruce Market is doing it, yes.
I see a lot of aviation movies being shown.
That's what, it's a new Top Gun, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out.
So ultimately, I feel like it's a matter of local concern. Should we comment, do you have comments in there in regards to, you know, just, I guess, the FAA wouldn't give a negative declaration, but should we put any comments in there about that? Or they've already went in front of them?
Yeah, DOT.
Yeah, Friday, they had a meeting here, there was, I don't know how many people there, but we had
Good open house.
people from the IDA, people from the state transportation, that covers the aviation aspect of it, that's where they talk about the. And he mentioned it, a good idea.
Okay.
No concerns at your department, so.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I'll second the motion.
All in favor, so saying aye?
Aye.
Aye, opposed, carries. Good luck, this is gonna be cool.
Thank you all, yeah, keep an eye on the Facebook page, we'll let you know how it goes.
You know, at the fairgrounds, the last couple of years, the Salvation Army has done movies in the pumpkin patch, yeah.
Leo has done that.
Yeah, yeah.
I gotta find out from him, because he got a blow up screen.
Yes, yes.
For like 10,000, I mean, it was some.
He gets it from the company down in Texas. The company in Texas has 3 of these screens that
Okay.
they kind of lease out throughout the country to many not-for-profit organizations. Yeah, yeah.
Just a quick sort of an aside question, since I'm involved in listing things for tourism these days. Is that something that you want to have
Yeah.
listed if you're opening it to the community?
Yeah.
Because that then opens it to the region
Yeah.
by phone.
Oh, yeah, I'll touch base with you when we get that all.
Yeah, absolutely. We'd love to have you come to, you know, talk about it at tourism committee meeting. That'd be great. That's really cool idea.
Yeah.
So there are just 2 APA project notices. One is the a permit was issued for a project that was first issued in 2001. So the project number is 2001-0423C, and this has to do with the replacement installation of new telecommunication antennas on existing towers or other tall structures in an area designated resource management, Pilot Knob Road in the town of Morgan. And that the project is now conditionally approved. It involves the removal of 6 antennas, 9 remote radio head units, and associated ground level equipment, and installation of 9 panel antennas. 6 are H's and associated ground level equipment on an existing 104 foot tall monopine tower authorized by agency permit 2001. So that was just to let us know, or let the county know. And then there's a minor project public. Oh, no, that one's, we already did. There's a major project public notice. which is P 2023-0129, first time we're seeing it. Application received, Town of Fort Anne, Miller Way, designation resource management. And this is for the redevelopment of a former Boy Scout camp, removal of existing camp infrastructure and construction of 4 single-family dwellings and accessory structures located on a 5-acre portion of the project site where existing camp buildings are to be removed. 1 dwelling will be converted to a recreation building, and the existing dwelling and barns at the entrance of the site will remain. And then they'll be constructing a dock near the existing beach on Crosset Lake and 1 boathouse on Western Shore. That's that notice.
Used to be a Boy Scout camp up there, Lake Crossing, New Jersey Council, had a Boy Scout camp up there. And then they sold it just after tax status closed. John bought the place up there last week. They just a family estate up there. The Quakers Lake, the whole lake.
Yeah.
I forget how many millions they paid for it.
Well, I saw that, I remember that
That was
article,
the one
yeah.
that was the paper not too long ago.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful lake,
Yes.
right
There was a
close
lot
to
of-
the Lake George State Forest.
Weren't we getting used to the lake for some other things that we were working on with the environmental portion for the county?
One point in time.
Yeah, so we got finding the location.
And then there are 2 additional notes to share. We received a report of final action from the Town of Fort Anne Planning Board about Boo Town. And the local board approved the action for this project with modifications. The swale to be installed for stormwater runoff per town engineer specifications, and there's a pallet fence that must be approved in order to be left up. I don't believe we had
Sorry.
I don't remember if we had comments or not, but they didn't address it, they changed it.
I think we were just speaking of traffic.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that was it. So, and then the last thing is a lead agency notice. This is for Bald Mountain Solar, that's a Borlex project in Greenwich. And it asks for involved agency, of which the county is one, to fill out the annexed form. So I'm going to give it to you guys to look at to see.
Just, we don't want to be leaving.
Right.
That's right, it's just to confirm that, we're- yeah. Everything on the agenda today.
Fort Anne's really keep us.
It is. I guess that's a good thing.
All right, anything else come before the planning board? With that, we're adjourned.